Hello, coconuts. Welcome to Lantern Light Adventures. Tonight we are going to be playing an Empty Dream, a Girl by Moonlight game. My name is Archangelic. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm going to be the director tonight. So let's
My name.
introduce. Oh,
Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so excited. It is going to be, I think, an exciting session. So I'm very looking forward to it. My name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Winifred, or Nif to her friends, and her pronouns are she, her. And her transcendent form is Concordia, the Harmony, whose pronouns are they, them. And also, I'm giving a little special shout out tonight to my wonderful husband, who's turning 40 today and is studying for an exam. And so he is occupied with things other than birthday, but
Happy birthday.
thank
Happy
you.
birthday!
Happy
He's the
birthday.
best. So I thought he deserved a shout out.
He does. Okay, it's my turn now because we're going in alphabetical order. Everyone knows that alphabetical order is A, B, C, E, D. Hi everybody, I am Elle. My rolling privileges for missions have been revoked because I made things interesting one too many times and chose one too many low rolling dice. I will be playing Carrie. We're gonna do the full name because I love it. Carrie Milana Vander Leal, aka Lycos. That's their transcendent form. Their pronouns are they, them. They are the outsider playbook, and they are hanging out with their rival and not their special person in almost eclipsed mode, so this is going to go great for both of them.
Hello,
Dozens.
I'm Dozens. My pronouns are he, they. I will be playing girl scientist and time traveler Janice Quinn, pronouns she, her, aka Kronos, pronouns it, its.
I love that Janice is always introduced with girl scientist. Like, that just feels like such a vibe for her.
So good. Hello, friends. My name is Soliloquy Jaden. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me most places online as Fat Sapphic Bro. I will be playing the unlikely hero, Calliope Rodriguez, she, her pronouns, and eventually, maybe tonight, who knows, their dad, they, them pronouns. Welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel, and there's a link to our link tree in the chat right now that you can click, and it'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. If you want to play with us or GM for us, fill out the TTRPG actual play interest form, which you can find linked in our link tree and in the chat. Once you fill out that form, I will email you back with our TTRPG consent form, and then we can match you with games from there. Speaking of which, we will be starting an actual play of Old Gods of Appalachia, GM'd by our friend Laughmaker D&D, starting in May. We already have a casting call form out that you can fill out if you want to be considered for our open player spots. To those who've already filled out the form, I emailed you at the end of last week with our TTRPG consent form, so please fill that out ASAP if you haven't already. We will be streaming this Girl by Moonlight game every Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. PST. We also have been recording an audio cast after show where we go over our advancement and debrief from the game. You can listen to this for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. These after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions so that we can keep bringing you awesome queer content. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, on Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream The Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play. We typically take the last weekend of the month off to work on editing and producing more content for y'all, so we do not usually stream the Era of the Dragons game on the last Sunday of the month each month. However, because I was sick last weekend and we couldn't play, we will be playing this Sunday, so come join us. On most Mondays, Archangelic, our lovely producer Polygeist, and myself have been streaming our playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. If you'd like to play with us as a guest, reach out to me anytime. Otherwise, feel free to come and hang out with us while we play. We've not been able to play for the last several weeks for a variety of reasons, but we are hoping to get back at it next week, but at a new time slot from 5 to 7 p.m. PST. And finally, but importantly, in support of Palestine, there will continue to be a donation link on our Twitch page to donate to Doctors Without Borders. We hope that you will donate whatever you're able as we remain in solidarity for a free Palestine. Thanks.
Thank you for those announcements. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Blacktail looks at the broken monitor. Half his face shows in the remaining glass shards, fur wet with tears. A different monitor beeps and glows. Corvus is displayed, but she is in her human visage, Raven. Sir, now that the objective has been achieved, we are prepared to move on with the next phase at your command. He breathes for a moment. It's not enough. Sir, what do you mean? Blacktail picks up the silver helmet and puts it on, covering his face from view. I'm coming through. I would advise against that. You may undo everything we've done to distract. This is not a democracy. Meet me at the gate. Last time on An Empty Dream, you all were investigating, figuring out more of what was going on. You found some connections between some people involved, some people including Albert Storm, Professor Day, aka Moonflower, and this Our Lady of the Atom. You decided that, and after Carrie recovered from some health problems, some
Whoops.
injuries from the last mission you had, but fully recovered and ready to take on new things, you decided that there was just too many mysteries to go around. So you decided that there are two places to investigate: the old physics building, Silva Hall, and the beach, where you know that Albert Storm and Storm Enterprises are doing flyovers, some sort of study and things like that over the bay. So it looks like Nif and Carrie are going to go to the beach, and Calliope and Janice are going to the old physics building. So I'm going to need an engagement roll. We've revoked L's privileges and rolling.
I'm not
dice.
allowed to do it anymore. Sorry, gang. I'm gonna lose it if this is still a bad roll, by the way.
Yeah, let's see how many dice we're going to get on our engagement roll. Let's read the questions. So, phases of play, missions. So, there's always hope. We start with one die. Is the mission particularly heroic or noble? I'm going to say yeah. Like, you're doing
Yeah.
it to save the world. You get plus 1D. And also, because of your ability that you took at the beginning of the game, you get to clear 1 stress.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
Oh, everybody does?
Yeah, you all get to clear
Nice.
1
Oh, thank
stress.
God.
Hey,
Only
so
at 4, everybody.
perfect pitch says when I sing to inspire my allies or soothe the troubled hearts of foe, roll plus 1 dice. It doesn't say when or where.
That would be when you're taking actions. Engagement rolls are a different thing.
Damn.
Is the mission
Mm.
following through on details from the protagonist's investigation? Yes, absolutely. So you're at 3 dice. Does this mission determine the fate of a friend? Not that you're aware of, so that's not going to be a bonus die.
I don't like that phrasing, Mal.
I will word it that way every time I read this question, just so
And
you
I
know.
will never like it.
I mean, we have friends in the whole world, and if it's, the whole world, right?
That's true. We do have friends in the whole world.
Also,
Reese
is this
lives in
gonna-
the whole world.
Just to argue a little, is this going to tie in with our sort of new friend that we just sent back to?
Yeah, I mean, we're investigating the beach, which was a lead from the woman that we saved and that
Maybe we
Nick
just all
formed a
bully Mal.
relationship with.
Captain
So,
Alice
like,
Ramos.
yeah, so this is kind of for Alice, at least the beach portion and the chemistry building, that's tied up with Moonflower, and Moonflower is Janice's friend.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I like it.
I was totally expecting Mel to be like, "This is not a democracy." Just another cocktail again.
We just have to make a good case.
You will
Which is too
soon learn.
cute.
You will soon learn that I will try and hurt you with the story, but I am a big soft baby otherwise. So yeah, you have 4 dice. Does the mission's tier exceed the current tier of the investigation track? It does not. Y'all have 2 dots over into tier
Woo.
3, and this is a tier 2 mission.
Woohoo!
Are there any other elements that you want to consider due to circumstances? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that would improve
think
or impede this. You
We're-
all set
We're
this
being
up pretty well.
impeded by by the fact that we're splitting up the party and we're all super stressed.
I mean, two of us are super
Uh,
stressed, and the two that are
That's
super
true.
stressed are.
Splitting the party. I
But
could give y'all
also,
-1.
also we
Nice.
have.
Oh, I'm
two
sorry if that was a
people-
-1, then no.
No.
Then we're
We have
fine.
two people-
We're fine.
We
Everything's
have two-
fine.
We have two people with specialized knowledge going to the two different locations. Janice has specialized knowledge for chemistry and for the chemistry building. And obviously Carrie has specialized knowledge when it comes to the dreaming. So I feel like that would cancel out the splitting up of the party, because we're splitting the party up, but we have two people who know a lot about the specific topics. And I mean, Carrie's existence revolves around the dreaming, and Janice doesn't really, I love Janice, doesn't really have a whole lot of hobbies or connections outside of like school and academics. So I feel like they are uniquely suited for these scenarios. They are baked into who they are as people. So I think that should cancel out any like splitting of the party or stress.
Also, Nif is
agree.
going to water, and Nif is like half water.
That is true. Nif is half water. I don't know if we've considered that yet.
This group is
All right.
reaching.
I'll consider it neutral. So you have 4 dice. So
Hope we all stretched first.
We just did right here.
Can you see why I play a lawyer in 2 different campaigns?
fair enough.
Okay, who's actually rolling?
I think Dozens is
not
ready.
me.
Dozens,
Dozens.
you're
Let's
holding
do
all the
it.
dice.
Let's
Go for
go,
it.
Dozens. Get one good
Go
roll. Come
coconuts.
on. Go coconuts.
Go coconuts.
That's a high of 5.
Okay.
That's not
Five.
terrible.
That's not
pretty good.
terrible.
All right. What's the
That's
engagement?
pretty good, right, Val?
Yeah, that puts you at the normal position for starting a mission. You're in a risky position when the action starts. The plan is holding you
Yay.
together, but just barely. Okay, cool.
Better than what I would have rolled.
Awesome. And you all cleared that one stress, right? So,
Yes.
Cool.
I thankfully have no stress before that, so
Wow, that
Yay.
must be nice.
This is going to be a stroll in the park.
Okay. Let's start at
Oh,
the
God.
beach.
Yay.
All right. It's getting to be evening time. The sun is going down over the other side of the bay. And yeah, you're looking out at the bay. Tell me how you would like to go about investigating this.
Well, firstly, Nif would have driven over because Nif has a car and can drive, and Carrie is never ever allowed to drive. And would absolutely have been blasting like the most just empowering girly pop, feminist messaging, ass kicking music on the way over. I don't know if Carrie would have enjoyed it, but
Carrie's being a little passenger princess right now. I think they've got their own earbuds in, but they're not actually listening to any music. They're definitely listening to like the pump up pop, and they're enjoying it, but they can't let anyone know they enjoy it. They have a reputation.
Nif is dancing along too. So I'm actually going to use one of my links with myself to clear 2 stress on the ride over, trying to
Amazing.
like just pump me up, pump us up, sing it along with it, trying not to like make everybody else listen to me sing along with it. But like I think Janice and Calliope every once in a while get like a little like shot of super amped up girly pop, but like only Nif's voice, singing along with it. Not at all distracting. But I think we would, because we were talking to Captain Ramos
Yeah.
about where up above the water, like what part of the beach, what part of above the water there was where they were doing the flybys. So I think we would have kind of an idea of where to start.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you know that they were doing what they would consider low altitude sweeps. So, there would be some helicopter sweeps, some jet sweeps, things like that, but they were just using data and collecting and analyzing data from these sweeps. As far as you know from Captain Ramos, there was never anything visual going on, but that doesn't mean that it could be different for you. Y'all are connected in a way that Captain Alice is not. So I would like to get, I would say either perceive or analyze. As you are looking out at the bay, the light is getting low. The lighthouse on the shore is starting to shine out into the bay.
Is there a way that I can like assist with this, or are we making two separate?
Y'all can play it however you'd like. If you'd rather just spend the
Okay,
stress to give an assist.
What's your highest in perceive?
I've
or-
got 1 dot in both perceive and analyze. So
Okay. Because if you assist me, I can take whatever's highest, but I also have a dot in perceive. So
okay, we could both roll because I feel like we don't need to acquire any more stress right now.
sure. So that's 1 dice each, right?
Yeah, yeah. I just don't want to like get too much stress before the actual like fighting starts if there's fighting.
Absolutely. 4 for me.
4.
Oh,
Okay.
4 for me as well.
Hey,
Okay.
middling, but good.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a partial success.
Sure is. Can we like fuse our 2 partial successes?
I don't think so, but let's see.
Ah,
I need to
dang.
pull out I need my rules reference, or else I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So as it starts to get dark, you've been sitting out at the beach for a while. I assume you brought, something to actually sit out there and spend some time. Look,
Oh yeah. I think this is stuff Nif has in her car all the time. Nif likes the beach. I think Nif also would have, picked up a couple of treats from some vendors locally and just like have an ice cream.
absolutely. Right now there's no lifeguard on duty. Everything is like the signs are up to swim at your own risk. And you see off in the distance, almost too far to actually just see with your eyes, something looks like it drops from the sky into the water. It's too far off to see a splash or anything like that, but you see something drops like from the sky into the water.
It's a coconut.
Which swallow carried it?
I am very scared about who that could be, so the player forgot that Carrie wasn't Lycos and that Carrie didn't have like wolf senses as a normal person. I've gotten too far into character.
Remember that flashbacks are a part of the system. So if you want to have prepared something in this eventuality, you can spend a stress to have a flashback.
Carrie, I'm trying to decide if this is useful or not.
I do have 1 link with you that I could spend to relieve you of some stress if you need.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna.
if you'd rather, we can save that if I need to assist you.
I want to figure out what the heck this thing is. So, flashback, Carrie is going through their National Geographic little like kits that they have because they definitely have a subscription to National Geographic. And they pull out the binoculars. They're these like pretty heavy duty ones that should be used for bird watching or for general forestry, but they're going to use them to spy on people at a beach. They tuck them into a little bag that they have, a little messenger bag. I'll take a stress for that.
So do you want me to spend my spend my link to relieve you of 2 stress?
It's not bad yet.
Okay.
I'm the frog who's still boiling in the pot.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said you have binoculars.
Yeah.
Okay.
like heavy duty binoculars that Carrie can use to really see up close and personal this thing that's falling.
And Nif has constantly just been pushing them back towards the water. Like, no, you can't just stare at the people on the beach. We're looking out over the water.
And as you're getting pushed, one like this time, like, hey, look back out at the water. The light from the lighthouse passes over the bay, and you almost see like a series of like interlocking geometric patterns in the sky. Like the light is reflecting off of like spider webs, like a like silk in the air, and like so you see this kind of reflection, these geometric shapes dance in the air, and then something falls out and you're like, is that an octopus? And it's like 8 arms like uncurl, and then it
Oh
falls
god,
straight
it
into the
has 8
water.
arms.
I mean, sorry, was it an octopus? Because octopuses
Oh.
usually have 8 arms.
I don't know. I think that that's a creature from the Dreaming, and I mean, we take some inspiration from animals, so that could be. Oh, a mortal body should not have 8 arms. Oh, it should not have 8 arms.
I mean, there are a few different kinds of mortal bodies that have 8 arms or legs. I mean, you've got spiders and you've got
I don't want to
octopuses
think about spiders. Do not mention the spiders to me.
and octopuses are very intelligent.
Is it octopuses or octopi?
Octopodes?
Is it like geese where it's like octopiece?
Octopisces?
I think I'm an octopisces.
I too. I see dozens there just like wanting to correct us, but Janice isn't here.
Yeah,
Go
ahead.
All right. So this is a creature from the Dreaming. It's probably some kind of agent sent here. It's either scouting or it's going to. I mean, it's probably scouting and it's going to try to fight us. So,
Well, I mean, I guess we keep an eye on that part of the water. I think we shouldn't be fighting out on the water.
no, I don't. I don't think I know how to swim.
How has that never come up?
I don't know. I don't go down to the beach because I don't like it. The sand is icky. It's so coarse and rough and irritating. I made this joke last time and I will continue to make it.
Harry, you're breaking my heart. Also, a joke made last time.
Listen, you gotta make the joke every time there's sand.
Absolutely. I am very concerned about your lack of ability to swim.
I mean, how hard could it be? At least I could probably doggy paddle.
Maybe. If you are out on the water and you are having troubles, just pretend you're a starfish, limbs out, just let yourself float. Yeah.
Like that Jesus guy I saw when I was looking up Mary.
A little bit, but I think Jesus usually keeps his legs together.
Why? Is he embarrassed?
You know, we're going to have a long conversation about all sorts of things when we live through this. But I think we should finish our ice creams so that we can continue to watch the water to see if the thing comes here or where it goes.
And in fact, even as you say that, the water begins cresting in front of you.
Oh,
Multiple
motherfucker.
tentacles poke up out of the water, and you see a figure in a silver helmet riding an octopus onto shore. And that's where we're going to cut away from this, and we're going to go to our science pals. And
But I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
That was metal. I wish I could ride a giant octopus into battle.
So as your hideout is part of a mass network that seems to connect the school with utility tunnels and things like that. So you did some digging and found an entrance that should lead you to the basement of the of Old Silva Hall. And so you have entered this place, and you are all there, and Janice Calliope, you are in there, and what you find is that it's mostly abandoned. It's in pretty good shape for being abandoned. There's, there's definitely like dust and just signs of age, but it seems like it's almost a time capsule in here of like rooms that have filing cabinets, classrooms that still have like classroom equipment in them. It looks like some of the desk may be missing or got moved, but things are just kind of left in here. And you are looking, I imagine, for some sort of laboratory.
Yeah, I assume so as well.
You find that based on your investigations and everything, you find a lab, and it's next to the office of Agatha Vogel. So you find a laboratory and an office, and on one of the floors, I'll say it's the second floor of this building.
Is this after hours? Are there like people here, or are we alone?
It's after hours, and also this building has been abandoned since well before you came to school here.
I think
Vogel.
Janice is very curious about the laboratory, wants to see what kind of equipment is in there, but she's more curious about Agatha Vogel's office
Mhm,
and wants to beeline for that.
mhm.
Okay. You go into this office, and you see that there is there's just like it's like somebody just left this place. Like most of the personal effects are gone, but there's still like a handmade clay mug that's was clearly well loved, just left on a shelf. The remnants of coffee in the bottom. There are filing cabinets. There's the chairs are put up onto the desk, like somebody came through and cleaned in here at some point and just left them there that way. And most of the personal effects here, but it seems like there's like maybe old exams. There's various things laying about. I would say give me analyze as you take a look at all this stuff.
Both of us, or just Janice? Or can I help?
You can help. You can spend a stress to help. You can roll it yourself.
I don't have any stress, so
Okay.
I am happy to spend a stress if that gives Janice another die.
I'll take it. Because that first roll was a 2. A 4 is better.
A 4 is a partial success.
Thanks, Calliope.
So what you find in here, I'm gonna say is it's a little inscrutable because it's like there's like something that's pointing out preliminary findings, and there's like charts and graphs and just kind of raw data that hasn't been like properly analyzed yet. But most of it dates to March 3rd, 1996. That's the like latest stuff you can find is from that date. Everything is from that date or before. You see that this is all like you find more of this like kind of research in you open one of the filing cabinets. It's dusty. But you find something for like called Project Oneros.
Janice is interested in that. She knows that that's related to dreams and dreaming. So she's going to zero in on Project Oneros and see what that's about.
Mm-hmm. You are looking in here, and you're seeing notes. And you're seeing things about faster than radio communication. And like you're trying to make sense of this, but with a 4, you're just not able to put all the pieces together. But you're getting all this data, and what you find is that in this lab, they were doing something with a sleeping subject, doing some sort of like radiography, some sort of like particle emission type thing to try and induce some sort of dreaming state. And and use that as a method of communication that was faster than radio.
And clarifying question real quick. So Oneros, is that spelled like the adjective?
Like oniric, yes.
Awesome.
Oneiros. Yeah, I think. Yeah, like oniric. So, but what you're finding here in the office is mostly old exams from classes that Professor Vogel was teaching, and data for this project.
Okay. To kind of like focus my efforts in here. We decided to come here because this place was abandoned, and it was kind of like there was some kerfuffle here during the airplane face saga, right? We decided that that was some kind of like a distraction for, there was an explosion over here. Is that right?
There was a break-in
break-in.
during the fight with the jet monster.
Okay.
Do we at present know what was taken?
You
If
do
anything?
not. You do not know what was taken from here.
I
I feel like
don't-
Janice. Go ahead.
I don't suppose that she left behind a computer or anything. Laptop.
Considering that everything dates back to 1996, any computer in here was probably long since moved, and it was probably a very old computer. So
Alrighty.
Some like punch cards or a zip drive.
yeah, probably would have been a zip drive, but you don't
Where's
see
the floppy disks?
yeah. A jazz
Uh,
drive.
I think Janice just wants to like gather up a bunch of the data. Then like she recognizes that this is important, but she can't quite like piece it all together in this moment, and she wants to like take it back to the hideout to go over with when there's more time.
Mhm.
And then I think I want to look around a little bit more for more obvious signs of like the break-in or obvious signs of like what may be missing.
Yeah. You look, so you're on this floor and you're looking through the lab, and you notice that the lab window, like the windows like kind of looking into this lab, have been broken through as the door is locked. But the glass on the ground doesn't have any dust on it. That this whole the breaking of this glass is new. It's recent. So this is probably what was broken into. You can see, in
Gotcha.
fact, there is dust from police trying to get fingerprints and everything in here. And what you see is that there is a bed. There is probably where there was more monitoring equipment, but on the ceiling there is a mass of wires where something has been ripped away.
The dream helm, the helmet. Okay. All right.
As you're looking through here, you hear a familiar voice behind you of Max, the treasurer from Robotics Club.
Max, been looking for you, buddy.
Corvus was right. You would all just come right back here. And he reaches and touches the wall, and like parts of the brick like kind of crawl from the wall onto him like armor as he
What is-
begins to transcend himself.
Is with this robotics club.
The fuck?
I think your robotics club is cursed.
Maximilian, buddy, what are you doing with all those bricks, pal? Why don't you just put those back on the wall where they belong?
I thought you were friends now.
The
This is
Splendiferous.
Maximilian.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Splendiferous is a different guy with a pretentious name and a penchant for working with villains.
His transcendent name was Splendiferous Maximus. I can see where you got the
Yeah, that
wires
makes
crossed
sense.
there.
Maximus, Maximilian, it's
It's a lot of Max.
It is a
Yeah.
lot of Max.
watch Max go. I'm Maximilian Splendor.
obviously
There it
his
is.
name is HBO Max.
I'm
Max.
no, it's only Max now. I am splendid Maximilian and not at all splendiferous.
I'm a splendid Maximus, which is totally different.
He says, "You don't have to call me Max. You can call me Architect."
Oh, that's so much worse.
No, that's good. That's good.
See, Janice, you and Splendiferous have taken so much from me. Every opportunity, I'm third rate. Every time there's a competition, oh, I'm the next runner-up. Every time there's an office, oh, Janice and Splendiferous have to be captain and co-captain. Enough is enough. And you can feel the structure of the building kind of lurch as he like pulls himself in and pulls these bricks onto him. And that's where we're going to cut away to come back to the beach.
I'm gonna kill this person. I'm gonna kill them so hard.
So on the beach, you see a silver helmed figure riding this octopus, and it's not like a traditional Pacific red octopus. It is way too massive, easily 3 stories high, with arms that are articulated like a doll's joints. These tentacles as they like jet out of the water and curl up, and it spins as it hits the beach and blows sand at you. What would you like to do?
I am going to duck behind the car like every magical girl ever and transcend, because that's a great cover. Yay. And I've got old loyalties as a feature, so the group's adversaries are not immediately hostile towards you, and you can interact with them as peers.
Okay, so you transcend. Nif, what are you up to?
And as Carrie's like ducking behind the car, they just mouth, "Play along."
I think Nif sees that and will stay Nif for now.
Okay. Carrie, what would you like to do?
Carrie is coming out like full Lycos garb, looks up at this octopus and the helmed figure. They don't know what the fuck is going on with that, but there's a pretty good chance that's a high-ranking Dreaming member. And so they kind of spread their arms in a little bit of the greeting of a soldier who hasn't seen a companion for a while and is finding somebody on equal footing. Ah, good, I was waiting for you.
No, I did not expect this to be who I was going to get to see today.
I'm
And-
full of surprises.
And he will take off the helm, standing on top of this octopus as it continues to undulate on this beach. And pleased to meet my predecessor. And he reveals that this is, you see the feline features of Blacktail, sword at his side, completely ready for battle.
And it is a pleasure to meet my successor. I would say it was all mine, but that would make me a very selfish creature, wouldn't it?
It definitely would, but that is to be expected from a failure.
Am I a failure, or have I been playing the long game? I'm ingratiated with the heroes now. They trust me. They consider me their friend. I've been gathering intel. It's been hard, but I'm a very good spy.
I'm gonna have to have you make a conceal roll.
Absolutely, and I do have a dot in that, so we're gonna use a good one.
Can Nif use their one link with Carrie Lycos to give them a boost?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you
Fantastic.
give them a bonus
2
die.
dice.
Nif
2
is
dice. 2 dice.
looking appropriately, confused and a little heartbroken.
Thank you
Okay.
for the bonus dice, because the first die roll was really shit.
Apparently you can use that that link to help people, even if you are not in the scene. So just FYI.
Ooh.
All right. Second one was a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
better. That is a 6 for conceal. I got a 2
Ooh,
and then I got a 6.
okay. I'm gonna put this, since we started at a risky position, you have now moved into a controlled position. You are now verbally squabbling with this leader who has shown up here.
That's the idea.
However, he says, how did you know that I would be here?
Well, I'm smarter than most of the creatures back there give me credit for. I feel that's something that we have in common.
It really is too bad that I must destroy you.
Oh, must you? We could do so many great things together, so many terribly great things.
You hear from behind you. At first you hear just the caw of a raven, and then you hear her voice, and she says, Lycos?
Harry's ears go like flat against their skull, and they whip around, take a breath, and smile all fangs. Corvus.
Ah. Blacktail says, ah, I see. So you were weak after all. And he will leap
All right,
from
first,
this.
no, look at me. Eyes on me, motherfucker. Carrie's not letting him leap. Carrie's immediately like, eyes on me. I'm saying something, you little
Okay.
bitch.
He is going to leap off of this. I'm gonna ask for a defy roll because he is
Yeah.
not going after you in this moment.
Yeah,
We'll see how
no,
this goes.
I know who he's going after. I think I know who he's going after. We're not letting him do that. All right, that is another 6 for defy. Thank you, 3 dice.
Wow. Okay. Tell me how you take him out of the air.
Harry leaps up the same way that you would watch a predator leaping into the air to grab their prey, and grabs Blacktail by his ankle, digs their claws with the metal bracers in, and just slams him onto the ground.
You both hit the ground with like exceptional force. Like sand sprays out in multiple directions as there is now like a small crater in the beach here.
Nif is gonna pretend to be real scared and just like, step back, kind of like falls down as like crawling backwards in the sand, trying to like, get out of here. Like, how could you do this? What do you even mean? How could you do this to us?
I appreciate that Nif is still playing along. Thank you, Nif. Master of the bit.
And like when like the slam on the ground happens, Nif totally like screams in like a like yeah, is absolutely Carrie said play along. Nif trusts Scary.
I appreciate that. So yeah, like grabbed him by the ankle, slammed him down.
Mhm.
Does this prove that I haven't succumbed to the human's influence yet? Or do you need another demonstration? Perhaps an eye would be sufficient.
Oh, you got one move on me and you already think you've won. And the octopus's arms are going to slam down on either side of this crater.
Relying on allies? How pathetic, how unlike a creature of the dreaming.
I'm better in every way.
Are you? Or will you just fail more spectacularly?
Corvus will turn to you, Nif, and says, I told you not to interfere. I told you not to stop us. And she is looking confused between Carrie squabbling with Blacktail, her current leader, her lover. And what would you like to do in this moment?
I think Nif will look at Corvus and say there is too much love and beauty here to not try to fuck up your plans. And Lycos has been heartbroken over you. You don't have to choose the dark. You can choose love and beauty and family and connection.
I'm gonna say make an express or forgive roll.
All right, I will make a forgive roll because I haven't done that.
Woo!
And I'm going to spend my other link with myself to add another dice. It's a 3.
A 3. Okay. You're in control position now. Okay, that is a failure at 3. And she looks confused, but she doesn't, you can see that she doesn't want to attack you. She is in her full transcended form right now.
I assume I'm not gathering info about relationships. Because I do get a +1 dice for that as the harmony.
Oh, interesting. You
Yeah.
are gathering information about a relationship 100%.
All right, 1 more dice. Please do better. I got a 4.
A 4. Well, a 4 is a partial success. Okay.
Woo!
What she is going to do is that this is going to move it, the whole situation back into risky. But what she's going to do is she is going to use her wing, and she like does a gust at you, Nif, and you're not transcended right now. You're in your mortal
Nope,
form.
I'm just Nif.
So you are knocked away as like an octopus tentacle comes down, and she begins to kind of taunt this octopus to pull it away from this situation. But it is now more in the middle of this fight. The octopus now stands between you, Nif, and whatever is going on with Carrie and Blacktail. As we are in that situation, we should go back to the physics building.
These are both so fucked up.
There's so much.
The building rumbles. As Max begins to draw near to you. You have taken everything from me.
Well, I mean, Max, listen, you've always been like the #1 person on the robotics team behind me and Splendiferous. But besides the two of us, like, it's like, you know, you're our #1 guy, man. You're our stand-in. Like, you are, you know, you really carry the team, to be honest. Like, you take care of all of the stuff that would slip through the cracks otherwise. All of the operations and the administration of the club, while me and Splendiferous are off just like geeking out over robotics. You're really what keeps the club together. You're the glue that makes the whole thing work. So I don't know. Again, maybe you just put the bricks down and we can talk this out. What do you say?
I'm gonna ask for, okay, let's see. I'm gonna say this is empathize pretty clearly. You're trying to empathize with his situation.
All right, I'm gonna roll that with disadvantage and take a 3.
A 3. Okay. In a risky position, that is a failure. All right. You
Let me see if I have any links, buddy.
I know I don't have any links on my sheet right now.
Shit, I just have one link
I
with
have
Nif.
links with you. I can take another stress because I barely have any.
Wait, I can use my links with Calliope,
Yes, on any
For-
character.
Janice.
And you can
And
do it
I
even
don't-
if you're not in the scene.
And because I'm the harmony and I'm connected with everybody, I can do it from any distance, right?
correct. Yeah.
Okay, so I can feel that Janice
The
is getting
desperation.
stressed,
Yeah.
is getting some desperation, and like channeling through Calliope. I'm gonna like pulse this like aura of calm. So I'm spending a link with Calliope to give an extra dice.
Okay.
I'm imagining that,
Calliope
like,
will just reach her hand and put it on Janice's shoulder.
okay. I'm imagining Janice like picking up on the duality like pouring off of Calliope and just like, did you just like split into now I've got 2 of you to worry about. Oh my god. We'll keep the 3 because that was a 1.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is there
Thank you
any-
for the extra roll though.
We
Okay.
tried.
All right. So that is still a failure.
Yeah.
And Max will say, "Oh, Robotics Club was just the beginning. This
Attaboy.
goes so much further than this. You're stopping our plans. We're going to make a beautiful world." And he's going to reach down and the floor will crack underneath you. I'm going to have you take the harm tag panicked, as you just like have to take multiple steps back or else fall into this chasm he's created.
All right, I'm panicked, and I start backpedaling. Get away from that chasm.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. So that means, I believe that means you have reduced effect, right?
Yeah,
one-
that's what it says on my sheet.
Yeah, and it was a risky position. You suffer harm. So not severe harm. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's just level 1 harm.
Okay.
And he is going to continue to move forward. It's whatever y'all want to do in response.
Are you really doing all of this over jealousy?
Jealousy is why I joined Corvus in the first place, but you haven't seen the beautiful world that we can build. The dreaming is chaos, it's creation all the time. We can have that here, but not with you here, not with these traitors in our midst.
What exactly are you hoping to gain by doing this?
I'm going to need a roll for this. So
Okay.
I want to say,
Well, yeah, what kind of roll do you want? I also have heartfelt, which is when gathering information about someone's emotions, you roll +1d.
I would say this is an empathize, and that would count.
Empathize, and that would
Yep.
count. So I have 1 dot in empathize, and then you're saying that counts too. So is that going to be 2?
Correct.
That's a 6. A 6 and a 4.
Okay. All right. That's a full success. And what was the question you asked him again?
What are you hoping? What is it that you're hoping to gain from this?
Okay. He says, "I've already told you. A world where we don't have to, the world that is just pure competition, no one able to take more than others, just chaos and creation and equality all the time." And you can see like the steel rebar is like pulling into him. He keeps getting more and more like a rigid structure as this conversation is going on.
Well, I don't love that.
And you can feel the building weakening as he does this.
Max, do you think that's going to bring you the satisfaction you want? Like the pain that you're describing is because of the competition between me and Splendiferous. You feel like we left you behind and we left you in the shadows and didn't appreciate you and took you for granted. Like you're choosing to surround yourself with more of the same.
I say this is another empathize. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take a stress and let you roll another die. It just puts me at 2. I'm good.
That one's a
I'm
4.
taking stress in real life.
that's a 4. Okay.
Does L's real life stress give me a die? No, it's a 4.
It's the fact that people get to make decisions before I even get a chance to compete. And the whole building starts rumbling. And he reaches out at you and like just slams, and like bricks and debris slam at you. And you are going to take another harm. I'm
Gosh.
gonna say bruised.
Okay.
I think
Unless
we need to
you-
find a way out of here.
I think we should leave.
Calliope, you hear in your head, you can stop this. Just reach out, reach for your truth, and stop this.
So
That
Calliope will
is-
be having internal dialogue of, I said be brave. I want to leave. I think Janice wants to leave. This does not seem like a great situation. But bravery isn't running away. You said like it's a complete like hole in the floor in front of us?
Yeah,
we can't,
it's like cracks and chasms. Like you can jump over them, you can do stuff, but like it forced you to take a step back.
Is there anything heavy around me that I can throw at this dude? Calliope's thing, just throw things.
100%.
Pastries.
I mean, there's plenty of rubble now and things you can throw at
Although,
max.
in hindsight, thinking about that, I don't know if he'll just absorb it. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna pick up a brick and throw it and
Hey,
see what
Max, eat
happens.
the Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry.
Right? Do you just need a snack? I have a lot of snacks. My friends really give me lots of snacks.
We
Need
love
some
to give you
almonds.
food.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll a defy roll.
Okay, I've got nothing, so that's roll 2, take the lowest.
That is correct.
I'm spending
Okay.
another link with Calliope.
Oh,
Your friends are in there with you in your heart, telling you to be
Yep.
brave.
so does that mean I just roll 1 die?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a 1.
Oh fuck.
Got nothing for you, buddy. I wish I did.
Let me look at y'all's abilities.
I could be singing. Can I sing to inspire my allies? Because that's another dice.
hold on, give me one moment. I'm pulling up the protagonist sheet now. Y'all have the ability never alone. Protagonists may use teamwork regardless of the distance separating them. When you assist a teammate from afar, ask that player one question about their character from your gather info list. Oh, that's interesting. So even characters who aren't here, you can use the teamwork abilities, which one of them is assist. Take 1 stress to give another player 1 + 1d.
I will also take a stress.
If this doesn't work, I will also take a stress.
Okay. You get another bonus die. Yeah, roll 1 more die. You are muted.
You're muted.
All right, sorry, that's a 4.
All right, that's a partial
Okay,
success.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. We can work with that.
Yeah, I'm side-eyeing my eclipse. Oh boy. This was a bad decision.
Yeah, we know.
Sorry,
we
guys.
knew.
You used Never Alone, so Nif, you can ask a question from your gather information list on about Calliope if you want to.
Okay. What here is incomplete?
What here is incomplete?
Yeah.
Is that about the situation or about my character?
It says
about
ask you a
Calliope?
question about your character.
Oh, okay.
What here is incomplete?
Calliope tries really, really hard to look and be the part of the perfect daughter while struggling with the fact that feminine and girl is not something she necessarily jives with. And there's something in that, I think, that keeps Verdage locked away.
I'm assuming Nif would kind of be getting this, hey?
Yeah, well, it's something. Yeah, it's either above the table or you can apply it to
Okay.
your character the way you would like to. So
I think, Nif would probably, if they're kind of getting this sense that they're like pumping energy to their friends, it's I think Nif would reach out and just to Calliope. You've got this. Whatever it is, whatever you are, the hero. I can feel that you guys are stressed. You are a fucking hero. It is in you.
you go ahead.
Yeah. Don't fuck what your mom says. Fuck what the world says. I see you in there, a hero. And I can feel you're being stressed. And I don't know what's going on because there's a shit ton happening here. There's a fucking guy from The Dreaming and a massive octopus. And it feels like something's happening there too. And I need you to know right now, because I'm not there. I know you're a fucking hero. It's in you. You are perfect. In you. You are a hero in you. Fuck, there's a giant octopus. I've got to go.
You're hearing this as you, Calliope, as you pick up a rock and you just lob it right at Max. It hits the dead center mass, which like makes Max like makes him take a step back and looks at you and like reaches his hands up and like the ceiling like partially pulls in as he like exerts some sort of energy on this structure. And the dust and everything just kind of like pieces of the ceiling tiles fall onto you. The dust and everything. You hit the ground for a moment. You feel the dirt underneath your nails. Your hair has come just untied. It's in your face. It's in your way. Your clothes are dirty. You cough. You hack as this has put you into a desperate situation. And I think right at that moment, we're going to cut back to the beach.
Don't you dare!
So good.
We need to know our baby's okay.
God,
So do we.
This is the episode where Mal gives me a heart attack on camera.
Forget our characters. We're all just going to eclipse in real life.
Blacktail says, as much as it is a pleasure to meet you, you are obsolete. I am the future. And he's going to pull his sword and just like take a slash at you.
Harry's going to try to catch it with their gauntlets.
Ooh, that's a classic Defy. Give me Defy.
Hell yeah, it is! I'm the most defiant bitch around! Okay, come on, High Dice. I love you, High Dice. I've never not loved you. I've never not used you for rolls. No one can prove otherwise. Okay. Okay, High Dice. That isn't as high as I wanted it to be, but okay, that's a 5. One of you's getting in dice jail now.
That's a 5. And I believe
5.
y'all are in risky. So
Oh man, I had it be controlled just like 2 minutes ago.
I know.
Boo.
I mean, if it was just Blacktail and not also a chaos monster.
I hate you, octopus. I hate octopi in general.
The blade just
freaky.
like you go to reach for it and you manage to grab his blade, but he just kicks you dead in the chest as you have left your center mass open, and you're gonna take the harm tag bruised.
Yeah, that's fine. So as he's kicking me in the chest, he's got momentum going, right?
Yes.
I'm going to try to use that momentum to flip him using the sword and the way that his weight is positioned.
Okay, that's gonna be another Defy action.
I know.
How many actions do you have left?
I have 1 action left after this. And I'm going to take a stress to push myself so that I can perform a superhuman feat of physical force and absolutely kick this guy's ass if I roll well.
Go
Since
for
I
it.
have Brutish. Thank you, Brutish. Every time I say it out loud, I'm like, oh, it's Brutus from, Roman things.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good thing I have 3 dice because that was 2 1s and a 6.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
Y'all, I'm so stressed right now.
Yeah. You think?
You use his momentum, and like Blacktail is a cat, has like massive grace, but you still like you make him like have to twist his body in the weirdest way in order to land back down, and you've now put some space between you.
And with that superhuman feat and the 6, can I take his sword? I want that sword.
Oh yeah, you got his sword.
Fantastic.
Nif.
Carrie.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. Nif can go. I want to see what Nif does before Carrie does anything else.
This octopus, it's flailing the tentacles, dust is flying everywhere. And you see it starts to like the tentacles start slamming the ground at a faster rate as this thing begins to spin.
I think so. Nif is going to see if she can duck somewhere to transcend
Okay.
and comes out and is going to. So, firstly, Nif is going to assume that very much like the other transcendent things they've seen, there is a person inside this octopus. There is probably a helicopter pilot.
It's not a transcendent thing, though. Is it a transcendent thing, or is it like a creature of the dreaming that's leaked its way through?
So y'all have seen both. It seems like Alice wasn't transcended. She was just caught up in the dreaming monster. So that was what her deal was. Most of these monsters, sometimes they just dissipate or forget, or maybe they're tied to like an animal or some other creature. But so in the past, what you fought, this is probably just, it probably was an octopus, but it's now
Okay.
infused with a dream.
Okay, I
Ah.
just wanted a bit of clarification on that. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I think that Nif is going to go into the water and start trying to use the water to pull back this octopus
Okay.
as part of being part, like trying to use both the earth, like the sand and the water from in the water to like start trying to pull back this octopus into some place that it can't do as much harm to the people on the beach, at least, and especially to Lycos.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be Defy.
I'm going to push myself to take an extra dice
Okay.
because I do not have any in Defy. So I am going to give myself a stress. Or no, that's 2 stress, isn't it? All right. And roll 1 dice. Oh, that's a 3. Shit.
That's
I
a
have a link
3.
with you. I have a link with you. I'm gonna spin my link with you.
Okay. Let's be better. That's a 5.
A 5.
Ooh.
Okay. In this risky position. It sounds like you actually want to make this a more controlled position. That's what your goal is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that is only a partial success.
I think also I'm trying to remove the octopus from. First of all, I'm trying to like take the octopus out of its control, like
Mhm.
throw it off balance a bit, but also distract it from the Lycos Blacktail fight.
Right.
Kind of pull it back.
Yeah. You use the waves and it kind of crashes over this octopus, started pulling it back into the ocean. And as you do, it swings. It's like you're pulling it towards you essentially. And as it swings, one of the tentacles just slams into you. I'm gonna have you take the harm tag bruised.
On that's the first level.
This is a first
Yeah,
level
first
harm.
level.
All right.
You can choose to resist harm, but you might take on some significant stress.
Oh, I
Ah.
forgot we can resist harm.
You can also use
Ah.
links to shrug off the effects of a harm tag. So,
I'm just gonna take it.
okay. So you will have reduced effect. So that means that successes become partial successes become failures.
Hey Mel, can I try to resist the harm like retroactively because I forgot that was a thing?
I will let you do so.
Thank you. What do I need to roll? Because
You need to
clearly-
roll sun. And
Sun,
Yeah.
fucking tastic. I'm so good at Sun, you guys. That's like where most of Lycos' skills are. Go, babies, go. That's a 6.
oh, you take no stress. You're just in control of
Yay.
this fight. That kick did nothing to you. In fact, you use the momentum properly to just launch him like further away from you. I think with this whole situation set up, Calliope is coughing. You are all having a time at the physics building. The octopus is being pulled back into the ocean. Carrie and Blacktail are fighting on the beach. I think we are going to take our break. So we will be back
Woo!
in 10 to 15 minutes. See you soon.
Pew pew pew.
Coconuts.
Go
Go coconuts.
Go
coconuts.
coconuts.
Welcome back, everybody.
Go
Um,
coconuts.
Indeed, go coconuts. Are you
Also,
ready to get back into
I'm
this
spending
fight?
an armor. I'm spending my armor to not be bruised.
Oh, yeah,
Can-
that's fair.
Can we go less fast, coconuts?
We are racing down the hill like round things do.
So Nif has started pulling this octopus into the ocean. Carrie, you're fighting with Blacktail. You've had some back and forths. I think we'll go back to, well, we stopped at the physics lab, so we're back at the beach. Carrie or Nif, what would you like to do?
I apologize if you can hear the sounds of my stress ball.
We can't, but that's okay if we could.
Okay, that's good. It's a little cat. It's real cute.
Fidgets are encouraged.
Okay, so Nif is gonna start, or Concordia is gonna start singing, because it doesn't specify what I get an extra dice from when if it says if I'm singing to inspire my allies or soothe the troubled hearts of foes, I get a +1 dice. It doesn't say on what, so we'll just assume that for the rest of this fight, Concordia is singing.
La 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 la.
That's fair.
Just like, and it's still the girly pop. It's still just like all the Kesha and all the freaking just like everything coming in this like kind of doubled voice, it's eerily beautiful and polyphonic Kesha. And
I need to
so-
know the song. Chantel, please tell me what song it is.
okay, so it's one sec. It's the one
What-
that I had earlier from the freaking Boogie Feet by Kesha.
Boogie Feet by Kesha.
Boogie Feet by Kesha. Yep.
Amazing.
Yep. So that is what Concordia is singing. Transcendently. Which should hopefully soothe the hearts of foes. Hopefully that will help with that. And as they are doing this, they are continuing to pull the octopus back into the ocean using the power of water.
Okay. And so you're trying to like calm this octopus down, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind of the
trying to calm-
ultimate goal.
I think want to calm the octopus down, kind of de-escalate the situation, because it's not that I'm trying to like hurt the octopus.
Mhm.
It's that I am trying to, diffuse the situation.
I just realized it's a big old kaiju from the ocean and Carrie doesn't even get to interact with it. This is their worst day.
Blacktail's got to ruin everything.
Absolutely.
I know. There's Octopus Godzilla like 10 feet away and they can't do anything about it because they're stuck fighting this stupid cat.
Can I get an
Alright.
extra dice because I'm used to dealing with a kaiju?
You get your extra dice from singing.
Okay.
And
La 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 la.
so I'm gonna
Gonna
have
shake
you
my ass. Yeah, that's a guarantee. Dance with me, babe.
So go ahead and make an empathize action.
Okay,
Nif,
so
I think
have
Nif is singing to an octopus.
dance with me with all those feet. Dance with me with all those feet.
Accidentally broadcasting it to the whole party.
Well, I mean, I am inspiring my allies and soothing the troubled hearts of foes.
Quite literally.
Yep. So I have 2 pips in empathize, so that gives me 2 dice plus the extra, correct?
Mhm. Correct.
3 dice, 3 dice.
One of those is a 6.
One of the
And
that's
I didn't, and I used my armor, so I don't have a harm.
That's correct. That is a
Woo!
full success. Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
Just trying to like gently it's not about like pulling the octopus down. It's about, feeling like home with those boogie feet.
Yep. The octopus seems to respond to the music and like kind of spins gently, curling its tentacles rhythmically. Now there's like a 3-story high octopus in the background of Carrie and just dancing.
Good for
So
it,
many
honestly.
boogie feet. Or Concordia and the octopus are just kind of dancing at this point.
Somebody might as well be having a good time.
Carrie, what would you like to do as this is happening? And you see that like Corvus has like summoned some sort of like glaive and is like trying to hold the octopus back, but trying not to make it look like she isn't really interfering with what's happening here.
So the octopus is vibing right now.
It's vibing right now. That's it. You're right now, everything is in a controlled position.
Okay. I've got one last action before I'm a human person again, which is very scary, but I have a sword.
You do have a sword.
Oh boy. Okay, so I need to find a way to discombobulate this little bitch. So can I try to I mean, he was holding the sword in his dominant hand, right? I can assume.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to chop that arm off.
Oh, okay.
There are two very different situations.
Listen, we're not playing around anymore. If this guy wants to be in the big leagues, he can lose some fucking limbs. Defy?
That is Defy.
What
Great.
a quote.
Come on, 6. Come on, 6. Come on, Ford Pines. Yeah, do the dance with me. I'm rolling these all individually so they don't knock into each other. I like to shake them all for dramatic effect, and then I roll them individually like a little grandma. And it worked. You'll never believe what I got. I got 2 1s and a 6 again.
Amazing.
That is what I was going to guess that you got. It's your signature move.
Okay.
So we got a 6.
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat.
All right.
I was getting real stressed because it was like 1, 1. And I was like, oh God, I'm going to slice my own arm off.
Here's how this is going to happen. He is transcended himself right now. And this isn't quite how it works mechanically, just so everyone knows, but narratively, he is going to, you managed to land this grievous blow against them, but he is going to take, you can see like the energy that like maintains his armor and maintains this cat-like form begins to shimmer as he resists whatever is happening to him. And you can see he stumbles back a little. He takes a knee, holding his arm, and he says, I've lived in your shadow, and I will do it so no longer.
We could work together. You realize that, right?
You betrayed everything. You even betrayed the love of your life to get to where you are. Who are you to tell me what to do?
I am someone who has been in your shoes. I am someone who has been in the shadows, who has been clawing and grasping for power that the ones in charge will never allow me to have. They will never allow any of us to have agency, to have a choice. They will never allow any of us to grasp a life. You say that Corvus is the love of my life, and she is, but I had no life. I was a puppet being controlled. You were in a shadow's shadow. And now you are just one step further. How many more steps do you think you're going to need? How many more miles are you going to need to walk? How many more lifetimes are you going to need to live before you can finally get what you want? And when you do, is it ever going to mean anything? All you strive for is emptiness, and it will never fulfill you.
As you say this, I believe you've used your transcendent track, right?
I have. And as Carrie's form flickers out, they stare down Blacktail, his sword in their hands. I believe that I can beat you, whether I have the power of the dreaming or not. Can you say the same?
Do you really believe that those traitors are telling any more truth than the ones who sent us? Than the ones who sent me? Do you think they have any more power or believe in a better future any more than the lords do? You
The
blindly
lords
trust
believe-
someone else and you betray those who brought you up.
I was never brought up. I was in a pit in darkness, and they brought me to somewhere dimmer. They brought me to the surface. I was never up. I was just further than the dirt beneath their feet. I was the dirt on their knees, on their ankles. That's exactly what you are now. I don't think that anyone ever tells the full truth, to be quite honest. There are lies upon lies, and that's the way that the world works. But that doesn't have to be the way the world works. If I believe in anything, I believe that we can be better. I believe that we are stronger together than we are apart. I believe that all this infighting is a plot by the lords. They don't want anyone to have their power. They allow people to squabble and to claw for little bits of it, but they never intend to fulfill their promises either. You are working towards a goal that is doomed before you even started. You are fulfilling a cycle that has been going on for generations.
You don't understand the first thing about me. And he will say, Corvus, we leave. And Corvus will spread her wings, take flight from the beach, and begin to move towards Blacktail to help him.
Carrie,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Carrie looks up at Blacktail at this point, I assume.
Can I Sorry.
I know about you, because you have the same look in your eyes that I recognized in myself, that I recognized in everyone around me. You are just another part of a cycle, another cog in a machine that the lords use to keep their power and to keep us all destitute. You're smarter than that.
Nif,
Can I-
you said you wanted to do something?
Yeah, I think Nif would like to once again try to convince Corvus. Out there vibing with the octopus, singing, we like you for you. Not because you could bring us some power. We just want you to hang with us. We know that Lycos loves you and we could be your friends. So,
All right. I would say this is either empathize or forgive. It's up to you.
well, I have 2 in empathize, so I'm going to use
Okay.
that.
Sounds good.
Plus the extra dice for perfect pitch. Am I gathering info about relationships?
Sure. Yeah, we can say that.
Okay. Sorry. It's a very stressful day. Okay, so that's 2 for empathize, plus 1 for perfect pitch, plus 1 for in harmony. Please. I got a 6. Only 1 6.
A 6.
We like you for you.
She looks back for just a moment. She swoops down to grab Blacktail and to abscond with him. And you see that on the upper edges of the beach, there's more of those crow people that you saw with her. But she looks, for just one faint moment, she looks like she is not going to listen to him. Just one brief moment. And then she thinks to herself and she continues to fly. She picks him up and she just as she flies away with Blacktail in hand and they make their escape, she looks back at you for a moment and then looks back at Carrie, and you can see a tear on her face.
Carrie just looks at her with deep, deep sorrow and regret, and then they turn away.
There's still an octopus on the beach, and we will get back to that, but we need to get back to the physics
Yeah.
lab.
I love the tonal dissonance of Nif and Carrie, because Carrie's having like this big fight and they're like, the system doesn't need to be this way. It's a corrupt system. Come on, man. And then Nif is over here like, we love you. You're so cool.
We
Which,
don't
like-
need you because you're powerful. We like you.
Which I love that. I love that so much because it's saying very similar things, but in very different ways.
So, Calliope, you threw a piece of rubble, you hit Max directly in there. The situation has shifted. We are now back at a risky position. No, y'all are at a desperate position that he has now moved into this room and is pulling more of the physicality of this building into his mass. And it's not like rubble attached to him. It's like forming its own bricks. It's like he is becoming a structure himself. What would you like to do?
Wow, what do we want to do here? Are there scissors or something sharp that can cut?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I assume that he might monologue again or talk some or whatever. So in the process of that, Calliope, I'm gonna pull my hair back and I'm just gonna chop it off, like just short, like at the end of the chin to get it out of the way, because I cannot anything. I don't have an extra hair tie right now, and I'm done. So
okay. Janice, what are you doing as he continues to approach and is pulling? You can feel the building destabilizing almost as he stands here.
Yeah, I think what's racing through Janice's mind right now is like, we gotta move. And I think the options that that appear to her are, we can move deeper into the building to get away, or we can try to get outside of the building. And Janice doesn't really want to go deeper into the building and get cornered, or go back into the tunnels and risk drawing Max to the hideout. So she's going to run over and grab Calliope by the hands when she's done chopping her hair. And it's like, I think we gotta try to get through the windows and get out of here. I don't know if drawing him out away from the building means that he'll be weaker without being able to hold the building into him. But either way, I think we gotta get out of here.
yeah, agreed. I think he's gonna take this building down.
Okay. And then I think we're gonna book it and try to jump through those windows, get
All right.
outside.
I'm going to ask for a flow roll for you.
All right. What do I do if I'm already? So I have harms. Oh wait, that's less effect. It's not minus die. So I'll just roll with disadvantage on flow. But if I was minus die and had no dots, would I roll 3 and take the lowest one?
No, it's just that's the lowest it can get is the
Okay,
2
so
and
it should
take.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Oh,
nice.
okay. So a 5 is a
Yeah.
partial success.
Even with the harm?
I do have
Oh.
less effect.
So that is a failure.
Dang, even with a 5.
Yep.
I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm panicked and bruised. I'm limping and
And
panicking.
Is there any way that I can spend a stress to help with that?
I was gonna say too, I can we have links. I can
I'll just push myself. I'm still at 0 stress. No, I'm at 2 stress. I'll go up to 3 and I'll push myself and I'll roll.
well, if you want to spend links, you can either reduce the stress or you can give a bonus die. Or you can
they can ignore a harm tag.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If
Yeah.
I
That's
spend a link, I can spend a link to ignore so that Kronos can ignore one harm tag.
But
Okay.
Janice did not. Did you transcend?
No, I'm not transcended.
Or Janice. I mean, their connections with Janice.
Yes, but the shrug off harm is only for transcendence.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh shit.
it is with a
okay.
transcended ally.
That does not say that on this sheet, so
Oh, it says it on the rules
it
reference
just says
here.
spend links on allies. They ignore one harm tag.
Well, let's check the book because that's going to be the source.
I mean,
of
I
truth.
believe you. You get the final say. I just that needs to be clearer on this character sheet.
Yeah.
But there's also like limited space, so I get it.
Yeah, the book says spend a link with a transcended ally to allow them to ignore the effects of a single harm tag until their transcendence ends.
Okay.
Wow, fascinating. Okay.
We'll go ahead and pencil that in right here.
I can also take stress if we
Yeah, if you want to give a bonus die, you can take
Yeah,
a stress and do
let
so,
me do that.
or spend a link. You can still spend a link to give the bonus die.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Let's spend
Okay.
a link and give you a bonus die.
All right. Does that mean I can take the 6 or should I roll again?
That I'll say that allows you to take the 6.
Okay.
yay.
Sweet.
So that's going to be a partial success instead of a
Okay.
failure. So
Better. I'll take it. Thank you.
and this is a desperate situation. So go ahead and take XP in whichever one flow was. So
Thanks. I did it.
Cool. So partial success. Max says, now where do you think you're going? And like does this thing in the the rebar and the steel from his body, whatever is building around him, just like goes to strike Janice, and it looks like it's going to pierce right through her as you are going to take severe harm.
Severe
I will
harm.
jump in front of her.
All right. Tell me how this goes.
So I'm just gonna jump in front. No, that's enough. And I'm just gonna block Janice's body with my own.
As you do, your amulet begins to glow.
So I will hold on to it. And speaking in my head, I would naturally revert. Thank you. I would naturally revert to speaking in Portuguese to Verdade, and I would just simply ask, Verdade, você está aqui? Are you here?
See,
Yes. Okay. And I think we will do a Heckin transcend. I think Calliope will float off the ground a little bit and will change form. Verdage looks very, very similar, like uncannily similar. Same body build and everything, but very short spiked lavender hair. Verdage has wings that are like butterfly wings and is like, all trans pride colored. And I get to take away only mortal and move to Hero's Destiny.
I wish Nif was here to see this.
I know.
you may not be able to see it, but you all feel it as there is a new energy just coursing through you. And this attack is still coming. It still launches itself into you, but you have the ability you can use your armor to choose to resist it if you want to, now that you have armor to resist it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, so
We-
go ahead.
Can we keep all of that because I love it? But can we roll back and so that Janice can do something as Calliope jumps in front, but like before they transcend?
Yeah, of course.
When Janice sees Calliope jumping forward, she's going to like cry out to Calliope, and there's like no wait, and like grabs onto Calliope's like sleeve or pant leg or something, and like the attack is coming down. Like this all happens like so fast, and Janice says, "Your pendant, show me," and
Hold it.
Janice reaches into her shirt and pulls out the same pendant and says, I gotta set something in motion because I think this is the time. And she's going to transcend and then do a really big time travel and just kind of like disappear and go back to give Calliope her pendant so that she can transcend right now. And to do that, in doing that, I'll ask Jaden to answer this question. What defies the flow of time here in this moment for Calliope?
The fact that despite a lot of different factors in the world, we all have found each other in the right time, in the right place. And I think that there's something about our connection to one another that does that.
Janice, you can be as aware of this as Janice, as the player, or as Kronos as you want to be. But there's this moment where in the dreaming, a battle ensues behind them. Kronos and Verdange, they are fighting side by side. Verdange takes the amulet and hands it to Kronos and says, "You will know when the time is right, and you can set things to be right. We may lose today, but we don't have to lose forever." And Verdange appears in the physics building here. Kronos reappears behind them. The steel is launched. How do you deflect this attack?
Well, Verdadge has wings, so can I just grab Kronos and swoop?
Absolutely. In fact, it you were going for the windows to get out of this building, and just everything, it's like time slows down just a little bit, just enough to feel out what is going to happen next. And this attack launches itself forward. It hits the window behind you. The window crashes out, shattering into the quad. And you hold Kronos and you just fall back through the window to get out of this building.
And we are going to head toward where we know our friends are.
All right, I'm going to have you roll for flow.
Alrighty.
And that will be your first transcendent action.
Okay.
I'd like to spend a
Um,
link with Calliope to give them an extra dice on that, please.
All right. So I have a 1 dot in flow, and then an extra die, so that's 2 die. And I think I have to do. I don't know if there's anything I have to do because of the transcendent thing. I have to put in a transcendent ability from a different playbook, but we don't have to stop play for that. I just need to remember.
Oh,
to do it.
right. You did send me a message of which one you
I did, yeah.
chose.
I'll have to figure out which it is.
Yeah.
That is a 5 and a 6.
A
Or
5 and a 6.
dodge.
That is a
Or
full
dodge or
success.
Nice.
You see, as you soar out of here and make your way to your allies, you see that Max looks from side to side, seeing that this will be out in the open, and thinks better of following you. And you see him slink back into the building. He does not pursue you, but you managed
He's a coward. Okay.
You managed to make your escape. So back on the beach, Nif, you are tangling with a octopus. It's currently dancing, but it's still big and dangerous.
Yeah, I think so. This is Nif's last transcendent action. And Nif is trying to. How far out did I get the octopus? Is it still right by the beach?
Yeah, you managed to. It's enough that it's kind of in the water. It still stands out of the water, and it's fairly close to the beach, but you've at least got it into more open water.
Okay, I think Concordia, knowing that they are going to be going back to mundane pretty shortly, is going to try and get away from it.
Okay.
So trying to like swim around and like, trying to keep the flow of the like tentacles of like the dancing
Mhm.
going, and still of course singing, because that is what Concordia does.
Yeah.
But trying to
So-
get like back to Carrie.
Gotcha. All right. Give me flow. I'll let you get your bonus die from singing because you are
Okay.
trying to, you're doing it to comfort a friend. And also, I'm going to give you a mysterious extra bonus die.
A mysterious extra bonus dice. So that gives me 2 dice because I have 0 in flow.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
That's a double 6.
That's a
Whoa.
critical.
Go
Yeah.
coconuts.
Go coconuts.
You hear so you've been singing, but you hear this droning note that harmonizes with your singing. Just permeate the air through here. The octopus like begins to slow down. The joints in the tentacles seem to form back a little bit more as it starts calming down back into whatever mundane form that it used to have. You manage to make way, like swim around and back onto the beach to Carrie. You see that on the beach is someone who is wearing like a poncho, like you would get from like a costume shop. But maybe it's not, it's a little dirty and they're a little far to see. But they're like, they have a poncho, long hair, and they are just like twirling a pipe above their head, making this droning sound. And the octopus is seemingly responding to whatever they're doing as like this person just slowly approaches.
I think I mean Concordia doesn't really have a choice. I think as they get to Carrie, they shrink back down into Nif. And just like, hey, are you okay?
Harry's still death grip on Blacktail's sword. Kinda stabs it into the ground, leans on it just a little bit. Oh. Oh my goodness. That was a lot. Corvus was there. Did you see her?
Yes, Corvus and I. Can I try something? Nif wants to try reaching up to Corvus and Corvus's head.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Nif would like to say, "You are welcome with us, and we would love to have you as part of our team, because it only goes to allies."
Okay.
And I want to, obviously Corvus couldn't respond, but
Mhm.
can Nif feel whether or not Corvus got the message?
This is going to be a confess roll, and we'll see how this goes. Y'all can cheese it up however much y'all want.
Do we have a group ability to be able to assist, like to teamwork from anywhere?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes,
Okay,
you
I'm
took
gonna
the
team up
ability
this
never
somehow.
alone.
I think also I would, because I have nothing in confess, so I would also push myself because I feel like this is
Can
important.
I give a stress to add a bonus die?
Yep, you can.
Yeah.
So that's the bonus die.
Okay, so 2 dice.
Were
Is
you
it
doing
no-
something dozens?
I can also
Yeah.
take a stress. I've only got 2. So
Yeah, I'll add a die too. So go
Okay,
ahead.
All right,
so
we're
4 dice.
all we're all adding dice. Come on, Corvus.
let's do this.
5. 5 is the highest.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This is hard because you don't know if she can hear you. You don't know if she will reach out to you. You just don't know. It has to be one of those mysteries.
But I think Nif feels good about it.
Hmm.
I think we haven't seen the last of Corvus, and I mean that in the best possible way.
do you think that I looked all right? Do you think that I looked cool? Do you think that you thought I
You
looked
looked
cool?
fucking hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will say
All right. There's a strange poncho person. Strange poncho person. Hello.
as you're waving down the poncho person, you see, you hear from above, as Verdage and Kronos
Oh.
are on the beach, fly down to the beach.
Carrie looks up, like, big smile, hearing something above, sees that it's new person in Kronos, kind of dims ever so slightly. Oh, hello? Kronos is our friend.
Guys, look at Callie.
Hi.
Callie! I love your hair. We kind of match. Isn't that fun?
Oh, Nif is just crying. It just
Look
like
at you.
Nif is my heart.
You look incredible.
Heart. My heart. Oh,
The ponchoed figure turns and shouts, "I need you to keep singing."
oh, I can do that because I'm here
Like-
with my friends.
All of us
friends.
sing or just
No, I
just
think
Nif?
it's only me because my
Okay,
voice
that's
does the
good.
thing.
You can
Oh,
all
yeah,
sing.
the
It might
thing.
help.
Sing
all-
with me, my friends. We're
So
here at
you're-
the beach. Do, do, do. And just Nif is totally like blindsided and is just singing, like singing
Mhm.
loud, but also just totally making up what they are singing as they're like, as she is crying. It's like, it's a very emotional time for Nif.
This poncho wearing person continues to like make that droning sound and move closer and eventually touches the octopus, and like you don't see anything like magical about this person, but the octopus just kind of like shivers and then shrinks back into an octopus size, but the joints are still like a little bit articulated, and the mask, the face of this like octopus kind of looks like it has like markings like a Harlequin doll, and
Aw,
but
it's
it's
kind of
like
cute.
normal octopus sized, and like she takes it up on her arm and like kind of gives it a little good squish and then lets it back into the ocean.
Are you a marine biologist? Bet you would know how to do that.
That feels like the start of a pickup line.
Damn, girl,
I-
you a marine biologist because you get me wet. Look, I'm just making stuff up on the spot here.
You can stop singing now. It's okay. It's fine. It's all good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not a marine biologist. I'm a linguist.
Oh,
Or I was. Yeah. It's. Oh God.
Oh,
What day is it?
I think I have a pickup line for that. Are you a linguist? Because I can show you a whole new language.
I was going to say something about a cunning linguist, but sure.
Oh, that one's good too.
Yeah.
Are you a
yeah,
linguist? Because there are things I can do with my tongue, etc.
So anyhow, I will give this person the date. I don't know the date, but Nif knows the date.
it is current
Oh.
time.
I've missed a whole semester of class.
Oh
That's a
no!
problem.
Did you just get back from being Jumanji'd or something? Where were you?
No, I've been here the whole time.
Oh, it's Sam Reich.
And you will see
The whole
like,
time.
popping up underneath the poncho is a little like crocodile snoot, but like it's the size, the whole animal itself is the size of a pug, and it's
Oh,
and she just kind of
goodness.
pushes it back under her poncho.
Oh, you don't have to be embarrassed. That's adorable.
Oh, most people freak out about Snog.
What? That's
you aren't-
ridiculous.
You aren't most people.
No, I'm very unique. Carrie Milana Vander Leal. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Jordan Flowers.
Jordan Flowers.
Jordan Flowers.
Yeah,
That's-
I've probably been kicked out
Everyone-
of school by this point, but
Oh no, don't worry. The school system is surprisingly lax when it comes to absences.
yeah, I was a grad student.
Ooh.
I'm gonna guess whatever happened to you happened to me a few months ago.
Oh, with
I
the
didn't get all
this.
dreaming and the
Oh, okay. What happened to you? Why are you all like magical? What's with the robot?
Well, there are many reasons. I mean, I'm
Kronos.
Yes, that's Kronos. It is lovely. Normally, it is a girl scientist who is my best friend.
Okay.
I am
Um,
Nif, also known as Calliope.
Calliope.
I played the Harmony, not Calliope.
I was like, wait a minute.
You confused.
And that's
I-
how Nif broke.
Yeah.
Concordia.
I am very stressed and also very stressed. But also, look at my friend. Look at my friend.
I'm Verdouch. Hello.
Verdage. Oh, that's such a good name.
I love the wings. That would be really useful.
Thank you. They came in handy today.
Yeah, swings are great.
My favorite lady.
I'm sorry. Like I feel like I'm like coming in the middle of something. Like
No,
something
no,
important
no,
is
no, no,
happening
no.
here.
I mean, something important is definitely happening here. This is a big step for our friend.
And
now
also, there was a giant octopus,
Yeah,
and
a
a
lot has been
cat
happening.
person, and it
I
sounds
was
like there was stressful
fighting-
things happening elsewhere.
I was fighting a cat person who's maybe the new like boss or partner of my kind of ex-girlfriend. Do you know what the relationship is? Did you get that kind of vibe, Nif? Do you know?
I don't think that they're together at all.
All right, I don't know if there's like some kind of. I don't know how quickly she would
okay.
move on.
Look, hasn't moved on.
We
Okay,
were fighting
okay,
somebody
okay.
who was turning into a building, kind of.
Oh, that
Oh.
sounds like a health concern.
Oh, who was it? Somebody we knew?
Maximilian was absorbing the
Oh,
building.
that weird guy who always keeps to himself in your club?
Yeah, he didn't like being treasurer.
Then he shouldn't have taken the fucking job.
He was quite mad about many things.
You know, I feel like, it seems like there was a couple of people today who were mad about maybe not being top dog.
Yes, Blacktail. By the way, there's like some boss person named Blacktail who's a cat and has a helmet. I don't know how that works with the ears. I need to get one of my own. But he had some kind of beef with me because he was like, I've always been in your shadow, and I wanted to be like, bitch, I don't know who the fuck you are, but obviously I didn't say that.
Wow, this is all like easily like 2 or 3 levels above what I'm usually dealing with.
Yes, a lot
Yeah,
of
maybe we should be saying less and asking more. You told us your name, but
Probably.
why
Jordan
are you
Flowers.
here? Not like
Linguist.
existentially, but
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So I was a grad student, and then like sometime last fall, I was in my dad's old shed, and there was a weird from like the drain came snog here, but like 10 feet long. Yeah, that was a whole thing. The shed's destroyed. Eventually I figured out that they're kind of attuned to music a little bit. They like it. And if you do that for long enough, and oh man, this is a lot to explain. You do know how to find the portals, right?
No?
portals?
Wasn't there a thing that we saw, the shimmery thing?
I mean,
were
yes,
telling me
the
about?
little shimmery spider web thing. I feel a little bit embarrassed. I mean, I'm from there and I don't know how to find the portals.
Yeah, you have to do the rituals. Yeah. Oh, gosh, this is gonna be a lot to explain.
Do you want to go? We have a
Mhm.
um, we have a trailer behind the Arby's.
Yes.
And I have a car. If we all want to like take my car to the trailer behind the Arby's, get
Oh,
some food,
where
talk.
you get, and she kind of like looks
Yeah,
at you.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there.
The owner is a friend of my surrogate mother.
Cool. Is it gonna be cool? Like, it's cool if Snog comes along.
Yeah.
I would be
yeah.
offended if Snog
Absolutely.
did not come along, quite frankly.
So okay, let's all get in my car. So I think
So probably I will drop Transcendence because it seems, a little weird to.
You know, I've been trying to get a pet Wolverine, but somehow they're not on the list of service
I don't think they're
animals.
Also, like, I mean, there could be a Wolverine. One could come through a portal. Oh gosh, there's just so much
Okay.
to explain.
Okay, so let's okay, first of all, does anybody want anything from Arby's?
I'd like some curly fries, please.
Okay,
I'll have some
Like-
curly fries and potato cakes.
potato cakes. Okay.
Ooh, potato cakes. Good
Curly
call.
fries for sure. Extra ranch.
Does anybody want any like beef and cheddars? Maybe a little
Yes.
Arby's sauce. You know what? I'm just gonna order
Just
just like the whole
bring
pack.
an array.
Just order all of the
Like a
menu,
family.
like we did.
Nif will
It's
go through
fine.
the drive-through
Nonsense.
at the Arby's just to be like, we're cool.
There
We're
are
not- we're not
five
doing anything
people
untowards.
all stuffed into this car. We're going through the drive-through at the Arby's and ordering like all the food.
Snog,
Yeah,
Snog is like head out the window like a dog.
oh, you're so cute. You're so cute.
I'm gonna need
Uh,
to stop at a salon at some point.
Oh, I can cut your hair. I cut
really
my hair.
crudely cut my hair off.
I we can do one of the haircuts that we saw in one of the magazines.
Oh, yes,
magazine haircuts.
The magazine
yes.
haircuts. We are gonna. Do you want to go to a hair salon or do you want to go to a barber?
But
That's so yeah, like
That's-
seven curly fries,
that's-
7 large curly fries, and like 7 beef and cheddars. Can we get like actually 7 double beef and cheddars, and
Can you
just
get
like
me a lemonade?
a lemonade, potato cake. We'll take 2 potato cakes. I want like a half Jamocha, half chocolate shake. I used to work at an Arby's.
Okay, I was like, this is like specific menu.
really
knowledge.
specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good times.
And like a whole bunch of the like turnovers.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
I have to go before I meet with Cameron. Sorry.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well,
I know there's like important things going on. It's just hair.
Yeah. No. Hair is
Curly
important.
fries.
It's part of your
My-
self-expression.
dearest darling, we will piss your mom off so bad. Anyhow,
Oh
Jordan,
god, I hadn't thought about my mother.
anything
I
else you want
can-
from the menu? Is there anything that Snog wants specifically?
Snog will eat almost anything.
Cool.
Um,
All right.
They don't do pup cups here, huh?
I'm okay. We're not going to another drive-through. We're just
I
gonna
know.
get the and then like gets
Okay,
the food
Mom.
and then Nif like drives around the block once before like she pulls to the trailer behind the Arby's. We're normal, okay? All right.
All 4 of us.
The
All
most
4 of
normal.
us are all normal.
You see that quietly Jordan is just counting to herself.
What are you counting?
Nothing.
Come on. I'm not going to judge
Okay.
you. I mean, look at me. I am probably one of the weirdest people in this car, and that's saying a lot. Maybe the weirdest.
I'm sorry. Like, if I, the rituals are important. I got to do them so that the portals don't open up
Oh,
and people stay
I-
safe.
all right. Can I do the rituals with you?
Yeah, we would love to learn how to do the rituals.
Well, okay. She takes a deep breath and she says, "The counting's something else. But it's making me anxious. So, not
Oh.
being back where I've been staying, keeping the portals closed."
If you need to go somewhere else, we have a car. Can we come?
I just met you, and y'all are powerful. And I know you have fought these things before, but the things you fought and the things I've seen you fight are just the tip of the iceberg.
I mean,
You got that feeling.
I'm from the dreaming. I know that there's a lot there.
I don't know what the dreaming is, so
That's where these things are coming from. That's their home.
mm,
It's my
that
home
explains
too, I guess.
the sewer crocodiles.
Yes, they latch
Sewer
on to
crocodiles.
things, to
I thought that
organic
was an urban
matter.
legend.
Oh no, people flush them all the time.
Huh.
Yes, when I was first, here, I would hunt them sometimes. It was good enrichment.
Yeah. I'm gonna just thank you for the food, and I have to go back. Look, there's
You could write down the information and then you can go back faster than just explaining everything.
the old abandoned Kmart.
Right.
Like just the when you're ready, when y'all are ready to deal with some things that I don't think you've seen before, just come there. I'll be there.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty ready right now.
I'm
Mhm.
not.
Look,
We've
no.
we've all
I
already
need
transcended. We need to have some time.
look. It, uh, I keep the portals closed, but I can't keep them permanently closed. When you were singing, and she will point to you, Nif, that was the most power I've ever seen put into one of these. I think you all can close them permanently. I can just keep them shut. And that's the problem I've been fighting. And it's been months, and I thought I was on my own.
Hey,
I don't have fancy powers. I don't turn into a robot, which that's so cool. Like, just a robot? That's so cool.
Neither did I until like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
when you're
you
here, you're family.
Get out of here.
I'm
I'd
the
say
worst.
go home, but you're already home.
I am. This is
At
my
the
home with
Arby's.
you. Yes. Hearing like the abandoned Kmart, I think Nif would have like, all right, let's go to the abandoned K, at least to drop you off.
no. Look, I been like, we need more time to look at these things, and now's not the time. There's people there that I gotta take care of, and I gotta if things go wrong, I don't want people getting hurt, so I need to let them know.
Okay.
Oh, I've been homeless. That's what this is. That just caught up to me. I've been fighting weird monsters. That octopus, easily one of the most weird ones.
Good
Somebody,
dancer.
yeah, a great dancer, right? Like good moves. Also, like we maybe just invented a new species of octopus. So, but I mean, like I've seen weird coyotes, like shadow monsters, like all sorts of things. I'll show you the rituals. I'll help you, but you got to give me tonight.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's fair. I think we need
Do you have-
tonight ourselves.
Do you have a cell phone?
I do not.
Okay, so we're gonna stop at the 7-Eleven first, and I'm gonna get you a pay-as-you-go cell phone and some like money on it. Okay?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, that's okay.
All right. Just like on the way to the abandoned Kmart, Mama Nif pulls into the like 7-Eleven. Okay, you guys eat? You guys have some food. I know everybody's hungry. Does anybody want anything from the 7-Eleven other than a burner phone?
Ooh, could you get me a slushie?
Absolutely. What flavor?
Cherry.
All right. Anybody else?
Jenna still has like piles of curly fries. Like, no, I'm
Okay.
good. Thanks.
All right. All right. So Nif is gonna go in and get like a burner phone that can text at least, and like $50 in pay-as-you-go time, like a card. And just I don't know if that's how it works anymore. That's how it worked 20 years ago when I had a pay-as-you-go phone. Back before mobile internet was a thing.
Yeah,
And yeah, and
that's the
cherry
last time I
slushy.
did pay as you go as well.
Just, oh, is it like, after 9 p.m. and I've got unlimited local calling? Ooh. Yeah. So like picking up a phone and like
Mhm.
getting the phone number and putting it, Nif's got like doing the like Nif's number in Jordan's phone, Jordan's number in Nif's phone. Just like getting that all set up. All right. All right. I also got you some wet wipes just in case you need to have like a little, like, I don't know what the facilities are like in the Kmart. Here's your
Yeah.
phone. Here's the number. I've put my number in it so you can text me. I also will text you if need be.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, just I'll let you know when y'all can come around, but honestly, just come around when y'all are ready. Um
I'm just
most
gonna test
people
something. Just gonna test something. Don't be alarmed. Just to see. And Nif will be like, hey, it's Nif. Don't be alarmed. Into Jordan's head. Are you an ally?
I I mean I'm gay, but what's that have to do with anything?
Did you hear the thing in your head?
Yes, but I thought I
Oh,
was supposed to
okay.
be answering the questions.
Oh, no, sorry. That was just it's not a two-way street, but like if there's an emergency on my end and I need you to text me and I can't get to my phone, you might hear that. You might hear me call you in your head.
Real
Just
quick, pronoun check for Jordan.
she, her.
She, her, awesome.
Um, she will say, I'm just glad that you can remember them. Maybe we can fight them. Maybe we can make everything safer in the city for everyone.
We're not going to fight them. We're going to win against them.
That one's spicy. Um,
Very.
Jordan, I want you to look at me right now. You are not alone. We're going to fight this together, and we are going to beat them together.
the I like that. That's good to hear. That's good to know.
Good. Also, if you want any other numbers in your phone, I can give you my number. I don't quite know how to text. Full warning. I'm still learning emojis.
Yeah. I'm not
I
much of an emoji person, so maybe I'm not the best to practice with.
It's all right. I prefer the little emoticons. I like the one that goes like dot dot and then 3. That one's fun.
I decided in middle school that I was always going to write in complete sentences, and it just like it felt weird to stop at a certain point.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
But hey, Jordan, you are not alone.
Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, it's so good that I finally met you. No one remembers the big monsters you fight ever. And I sound crazy like when I talk to people about them.
They talk about weird storms.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like oh, it was a flash flood, or oh, it was just structural instability. It was going to fall down anyway. Like they just like something fills their head.
It's, as far as I can tell, it's some kind of byproduct from the dreaming, but
It's almost like they dreamed it.
Exactly. And like a few people might remember like a detail or two, but if it's too weird, they just ignore it. But I always remember it. And I didn't think anyone else did until, of course, I saw y'all fight the jet thing. That was a weird one. Never seen anything like that. Usually they're just like weird animals. Anyway, I have to go. I'm sorry.
all right. Hey, don't apologize. Well, that's poor phrasing. You don't have to apologize. You are valid, and your needs are valid. You can go. It's okay.
And yeah, she will make her way from you. So she's if offered a ride, she'll say no, and she will just like make
Oh
her
no,
way.
we're already there.
Oh, already there? Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. We stopped at the 7-Eleven and then went to the
She
abandoned
she goes back around out of sight. You don't know how she's getting in, but
Ooh, do you think she's breaking and entering?
I mean, if she's been living here this whole time, I think she's got a system of some kind.
She's already
Hmm.
broken and entered.
Yeah, but technically, yes.
Maybe at this point it's squatters' rights.
I mean, do
True.
people use abandoned Kmarts?
This might
I said
legally
they were
be
just
her Kmart
fight
now.
clubs.
Also, how can something be old and abandoned? That feels kind of redundant.
I mean, I feel like the state of being old and the state of being abandoned are two separate things. Something can be new and abandoned.
My
Yes, but
grandma's
it's-
old. She's
you
not
haven't
abandoned.
abandoned your grandmother. I'm just
Mm-mm.
saying, abandonment kind of comes with the connotation of being a little bit rusty and worn down. Like all
There's
of
a
those
lot
malls
of-
that nobody goes into anymore.
Of condos that were not funded fully, that are abandoned and yet are brand
Oh,
new.
really?
Oh yes.
Oh, that could be fun.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the. Let's go back to the hideout and just eat and debrief, shall we?
I'm
Just
going
have
to
curly
commit
fries and
crimes
milkshakes.
later.
Yeah.
Okay. Janice, you get a text message, but it's actually a voice message from Moonflower.
Okay.
And it says, Janice, I believe I was overly avoidant in our last conversation. I would like to invite you and your friends over for dinner tomorrow, and I can explain more then.
Is it like a voice text, like a text
Yeah.
voice message?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just text her back and be like, I'll bring a salad.
Harry kind of leans over Janice's shoulder. Oh, what are we doing tomorrow, Jen?
We're going to Moonflowers for dinner. She's going
Oh.
to tell us more about Agatha Vogel.
That's definitely a trap.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
thinking
no.
the same thing.
Moonflower? No way.
Absolutely. Listen, I don't like to talk bad about her because I know that you two are close and I love you more than I suspect her, but I suspect her a lot.
I guess most of my friends have turned into monsters lately.
Do you think Storm got to her?
Is Max your friend?
He's the treasurer of the club that I'm the president of.
Yeah, but I mean,
At
I
the
always
very
felt
least,
like,
he's an acquaintance.
yeah, I felt more like acquaintance territory. I mean, what do we really know about him? What are his hobbies? What does he like to do outside of the club?
That seems like another problem we could solve with friendship.
There's a lot of problems that really, when you get down to the bottom of them, can be solved with friendship.
I suppose so.
Or apparently singing.
Janice, what are your hobbies?
Robotics, school, math, tarot. I guess that's about it.
We're going to go
Um,
to a convention after all this is over. I think you'll love it.
I've been learning bridge.
Ooh, fun.
You guys should totally come meet the bridge ladies. They're the best.
Are they old and abandoned?
They're old. I don't think they're abandoned. And if they are, like squatters' rights, they're mine now.
I think Nif is totally like cuddling with Calliope.
Oh,
Just like-
Jen,
just
look
like-
at this cool sword.
Oh,
This
that's
is
really
my
cool.
person.
Aw.
I'm so proud of you.
Calliope, we saw Verdage.
We did.
What happened? What did it feel like? Tell us all about it.
It was weird. I don't know. It was like well, Kai told me in our last training session that I needed to be brave. And I usually just run away or hide, and I knew that that's not exactly the bravest thing to do, and that if I was ever going to be able to transcend that, I'd have to do something brave. So I just went with my gut and jumped in front of you, and then I kind of checked in mentally to see if Verdage was there, and they said they were, and you saw the rest.
I didn't get to thank you at the time, but you definitely pretty much saved my life back there. And You were very brave, and thank you, Calliope.
Of course, I couldn't let something terrible happen to you. I don't know what I'd do if anything terrible happened to any of you.
I'm sorry I never told you that I was the one that gave you your pendant. Didn't want to create a time paradox.
Yeah, that's okay. I totally get that. And thank you. That was really unexpected and very cool.
Wait, really?
Oh
You?
yeah, you
Yeah, Verdage gave it to me in the future, and then I've been kind of working backwards from there. And I went back and gave it to Calliope a long time ago.
Huh. That is confusing.
I'm exhausted.
I
I'm panicked, bruised, and I got a belly full of curly fries. I'm ready for a nap.
And
seriously.
with that, I think we should probably call it for tonight. What an excellent game.
Oh my
I
God.
guess we should go ahead and do our outros as we are about to go into our after show. If you want to ask questions about our after show, let me put the link to our Discord in the chat. You can go there, and we have a long rest Q&A channel where you can put questions. It could be for this game or any other game, but we're about to go into our after show. So for now, let's have these players remind you who they are. Chantel?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were gonna say who you were first, but that's okay.
I rounded out.
Okay. Look, it's been a very intense evening.
Mhm.
Hi, my name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I play Nif, pronouns she, her. The Harmony, transcendent as Concordia. That's the name. Pronouns they, them. I do nothing else. So you can find me here on Tuesdays. Again, just a little shout out to my wonderful husband. Happy birthday. Happy 40th.
Happy
He finally
birthday.
caught up with me. And I'm no longer the old lady.
Oh,
Lady. Yes. And yeah, then I encourage you to check out all the rest of these wonderful people where they are. Starting with
hello everyone. I am Elle. If you would like to see if I will continue to be Elle, you can find me at Sapphic Soulful or at Soulful Sapphic on all these social medias. I've been playing Carrie tonight, aka Lycos, who had a time, but I think they won that fight. I think they solidly won that fight. Thank you, all of the dice I got to roll that took away all of my ones. Shout out to those. Tomorrow, you can find me over at Bardic Inspiration Network at 7 p.m. Eastern, playing Tales of Exandria, Shadows of the Lost. We are moving towards Amon, moving towards confronting one of our party members' terrible parents who let her wander around the wilderness for years. Boo! So this is going to be super fun. Nothing will ever go wrong for us. There are cursed books, there are demons after us, there are various other militaries after us. It's fine. Nothing will ever go wrong for us. And then most of my content is over on Bardic Inspiration Network. Next Monday at 9 Eastern, I'm going to be playing Power Rangers Lightspeed Reignited, which is going to be super fun. My character is a lawyer in that one who's going to be taking the bar soon and is having to juggle Power Ranger duties with the bar and also their deteriorating friendship with their best friend for years who they kind of have a thing for, but is engaged to be married to their team leader. And they're having a fight over the character choosing to become a Power Ranger. It's very complex. It's very gay. It's very angsty. Come join us over there. It's going to be so fun. I promise.
I'm Dozens, he, they. I have been playing time traveler and girl scientist Janice Quinn, aka Kronos. Happy birthday to Chantel's husband.
Yes, happy
And
birthday!
I never worked at Arby's, but I did work one time at a wind-up toy holiday pop-up store, and there is not enough Advil in the world to survive such a thing. Find me here Tuesday nights where we play An Empty Dream, Girl by Moonlight actual play. Now I'm getting into mouse build, so I'll stop there. Thanks. Happy Tuesday.
Oh,
Hey friends, I'm Soliloquy Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as Fat Sapphic Bro. I mostly hang out on TikTok and make a variety of random content. Feel free to follow me. As for streaming, I'm here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30. Most Mondays we switch the time and I forgot to fix it on my outros. 5 to 7 p.m. And then most Tuesdays, 6 to 9 p.m. all PST. Holy cow, I'm tired. Okay, that's me.
oh.
This was an exhausting episode. I'm Archangelic. You can find me here Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific running this game for these wonderful people here. Thank you, wonderful people. You can also find me on Twitter as Archangelic or Blue Sky as Archangelic.space or on Mastodon as Archangelic at icosahedron.website. Oh, it's just a mouthful. But anyway, I am also breaking into professional GMing on startplaying.games. If you are interested in having me GM a game for you, check me out, startplaying.games/GM/Archangelic. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. The link is in the chat in our link tree, and it is also in the channel description. We have a podcast version of this game. You can search it up. You can search up An Empty Dream wherever you find good podcasts. We're going into our after show, which is available for free on our Patreon. If you want to support this game and other possible future projects, you can support us on that Patreon. The after show will always be free, but we appreciate your support nonetheless. That's patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. And lastly, thank you to Polygeist for helping us stream this show. We all appreciate you. Could not do it without you. Thank you all again for tuning in. We love you, and we hope to see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye, coconuts.
Go coconuts!
Go coconuts!
Go coconuts!